Hi Flosstube, how are you all? I hope you're all well. Today I'm bringing you another video to show you my final 2 whips of January, and I also have a small stitch along piece that I started and finished to show you, as well as my finished floss storage system. A few of you actually asked if you could see when I had that all finished, which it is now, so I'll show that at the end. Okay, so on to the whips. My week 3 rotation piece was Heaven and Earth mini bath time, and I'll show you a picture of the finished piece. That's it there, and I'll insert a picture here of what she looked like last time you saw her. And this is how she looks now. So last time you saw this, I had stitched the first row on page 1, and I've now stitched an extra 4 rows. So page 1 is now 3/4 finished. I'm doing parking again on this piece, and this is 28 count Lugana this time, and I'm stitching at 10th stitch. I'll insert a picture here of the Continental 10th stitch so you have an idea of what it looks like. I do get a lot of questions on what 10th stitch actually is, and this is being stitched in Continental 10th stitch, which is a little bit different, and it's to avoid distortion of the piece. So I'll insert a picture of that here. I really love the 10th stitch. I find it's a lot faster to stitch, but I find the 28 count is a little bit bulky and it's a little bit draining on my eyesight. So after this piece is finished, my next Heaven and Earth design, I'd actually like to try on the 25 count Lugana, and do that over 10th stitch with 2 threads as well, and see how that goes. This is a mini, and I think I mentioned before I wasn't sure how the detail of a mini would look, and I've gotten to her hand here, this light section there, and I've noticed it's not quite as detailed as the picture. In the picture you can see clearly defined fingers, whereas you can't here. It just looks like a bit of a pale blob, but I don't know whether that's anything to do with the mini or whether that's how the actual design does come out, because sometimes with Heaven and Earth designs you do lose a little bit of that detail from the actual picture. So we'll see how it goes. I chose this piece because I love the colours and they match the decor of my home, and this will be going in my bathroom because she's a mermaid in a bathtub, so I thought it would be very suitable for a bathroom piece. The other thing I wanted to say about stitching this on 28 count was, with the parking, if anyone decides to give this a try, don't make a mistake because unpicking a mistake on this is a bit of a nightmare because the stitches are teeny tiny, as you can imagine, and with the parked threads you've got all these threads dangling down the back, and yeah, it's not nice. So avoid any mistakes. That's pretty much impossible, isn't it? So yes, that's it for that one. Next on my rotation, so this is piece number 4, is 99 bottles by Ink Circles, and this is the finished piece here. There's quite a few ladies on YouTube stitching this piece, and I will insert a picture here of what it last looked like when you last saw it. And here it is now. So last time you saw this, oops, can't really hold that, on the top shelf there, which is actually the middle shelf of the design, I had stitched the first 6 bottles. So I've now finished 2 shelves, 2 whole shelves. Really love this. It's really easy to stitch. If anyone wants to give this a go, it's all full crosses, there's no fractional stitches, no back stitching, and every bottle is like a little mini finish. So it's lots of fun. Obviously there's lots of colour changes, so I've chosen to do this bottle by bottle, but you could choose to do it colour by colour if you wanted to, various ways. One thing I found with the chart was there was no centre. I couldn't find it. There was no centre marked on the chart at all. So I just found the middle of my fabric and then worked out by counting where the middle of the chart was, and that's where I started. I think some other people have started in the top left corner, which is obviously perfectly fine as well if you wanted to start in the corner. But yeah, I thought it was a bit strange that the middle of the chart wasn't marked, at least on my pattern, and that's the first time in all my years of stitching that I've come across that. It always appears to be a middle. This was also done on 32 count Belfast linen in the colour Ale from Picture This Plus, and I couldn't actually purchase it from Picture This Plus because they were out of stock, so I managed to get mine from a seller on eBay, so I was very lucky. So that's that one. Next one to show you was for a stitch along with Cross Stitch It's Fun group, and this was on February the 1st. Yes, February the 1st, Valentine's sale, and I've never stitched a Valentine's piece before, so I decided I would, thought that sounded a bit fun and I would give that a go. So I chose a design called My Valentine, and it's by Ursula Michael, and it's a word cloud, and I'm not getting that all blurry, I can't tell. It's this one here obviously, and I thought that looked really fun to stitch. I managed to stitch this one up in a day, so not too bad. This is stitched on 18 count Y Ada, and the design called for 2/1 cross stitching, and there's very few cross stitches in the design. The entire thing is back stitch, and I don't think I've ever back stitched with 2 strands before. I really enjoyed it because 1, I could start with the loop method. Hooray! That's the thing I hate about back stitching the most, is not being able to start with the loop method. And 2, it just makes the letters, they look so thick and solid and really easy to see. So that was really fun. Really liked that piece. And there's other word clouds that Ursula Michael does, so I'd like to actually give the rest of them a go, maybe for some cards or something like that. Be fun. Now next onto the floss storage boxes. This is the brainwave of Tricia, the left-handed stitcher. Thank you so much, Tricia. I've told you before, I'm going to tell you again, I'm so grateful for your design. It's absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen Tricia's video, I will put a link down below the comments. You all need to check it out. Tricia has been incredibly generous and provided a file to the Cross Stitch It's Fun Facebook group, and the file, she has actually organised all the DMC flosses onto paper with, I'll show you, this is an example, with the actual number, the colour, and obviously these are white so you can't see it, but each number has its own colour obviously, and she's actually put the proper colour there, and then the name of the colour, and there's 3 to these on a piece of paper, and you print them out onto cardstock, cut them up, and then they can go into floss bags, which is what I did. So this is basically how they look, except the sheet will be full and not cut like mine is. What I decided, this one I cut wrong, but there's the page itself is a little bit higher at the top, and what I did was, after I stuffed up the first one, I then realised that I needed to cut down close to the lettering on the top, and then I measured 6 inches from here to here, and then cut all the way down, and then I measured 3 inches from here to here, and then cut each piece. Now I stuffed up because this piece I accidentally cut 2.5 inches because I was trying to multitask and it didn't work. And as you can see, that left far too big a gap there. So if you can imagine that that would be 3 inches, that worked out perfectly. Each piece was positioned perfectly on the card like this. I used colour printer paper because it's nice and thick. It's actually the same thickness as photograph paper, and my printer prints photographs, so I didn't have to change any settings at all, and it's really sturdy. You don't want paper because it's gonna defeat the purpose. You want something sturdy to give it, you know, a little bit of strength in the bag. Then I found some bags after searching around my supermarkets that didn't have the right size bags, and for those of you in Australia, this is what you need. At least this is what I recommend. It's from Cheapest Chips and it's called Zipper Seal Snack Bags. Now I found 2 sorts of bags there, so make sure you get the snack size bags and not the, I think there may be a lunch size bag. You don't want those, they're too big. And these are 16.5 centimetres by 8.25 centimetres, and I didn't realise that I actually had accidentally bought the exact same size as Tricia. I didn't realise that until she put her second video out when she said what size her bags were, that luckily I had already bought the exact same size. So that worked out well. So there's 80 bags to a box, and I bought about 6 boxes. And I have a few left over, so that's really good. This is size here. They look exactly like Tricia's. Perfect. Nothing covering the front or back. And these are $2.50 each. I will show you what they look like. This is the storage boxes. So I now have 12 of these. Tricia recommended once each bag is full that you can fit about 40 bags inside a standard photo box. And I have numbered mine. Oh, showing you the wrong side. I've numbered mine there, so I've got an idea of what's in each box. And as you can see, my box is really empty. I've got a lot of filling up to do. But to give you an idea, this is what they look like inside. So once the card has gone in, so here's one that's empty, all ready for something to be put in there. Just fits beautifully. 6 inches by 3 inches. It's a perfect fit. And this is what it looks like once they've got them in there. So any of you that have OCD like me and like things to be nice and flat and neat, you'll love this, because I do. I think in Tricia's video she managed to fit 7 on each side, obviously of her most popular colours that she likes to stock up on. Can't see myself collecting that many, but never say never, I suppose. But I just think this is fantastic. So as I said, I've got a lot of filling up to do. Now some of you might be wondering why I've gone and done all this, seeing as I really don't have the floss. I think I have 185 skeins at this point in time. The reason being is all you lovely people in America pay 44 cents and sometimes even less for your DMC, while here in Australia our prices have just gone up to $1.20 each, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So my plan is each time I place an order from 123 Stitch, I will be adding floss onto my order and slowly but surely getting my floss collection up to the full collection. And obviously those colours that I know I will be using more of, so the black, well, black I might get Anchor, I'm not even sure on that yet, but say black and white and skin colour and 3371, all those sort of colours that I tend to use a lot of, I will be making sure I have extra stock of those. Because now that my daughter's cross-stitching as well, it's even more important, because I never know when she's going to want to start a new design, and she's very much like me. She's very impatient, and if she wants has an idea she wants to start it now, she wants to start it now. So I've been caught out quite a few times and had to go to my craft store and pay that $1.20 each, and I really don't want to if I don't have to. So the plan is to maybe stop myself from buying so many patterns and maybe concentrate on getting my DMC storage you know, into the full collection. So we'll see how that goes. But as I said, check out Tricia's video. It's she runs through it step by step exactly what she did, and I followed that, and it worked perfectly for me. So I am incredibly grateful, Tricia. Thank you again, and I think that's all for me today. I have quite a few videos in the planning. I've been getting a lot of requests for certain types of videos, and I have noted all of them, and thank you, those of you that have requested them. I have an issue at the moment with my internet. Our internet service provider, we changed a little while ago, and our speed dropped down considerably, and there's 4 people in my household who all want to be connected to the internet at the same time, so it's always fun and games, and uploading to YouTube takes so much longer than it should. So once I can get a new ISP sorted and get the internet speed up to where it should be, then I hope to be able to get these videos out a lot quicker and get them all done for you. So for now, that's it. I hope you all have a great stitching day, week, month, whatever it is for you, and I enjoy seeing all your progress, no matter how big or small. Progress is progress. I love it. I love watching all your videos. You keep me very entertained, and I will leave it there. Thank you for watching. Thank you again. Sorry, I must say thank you again for all of you that like and comment and subscribe, and also welcome to my new subscribers. It's great to have you on board. So that's it for me, and I will see you next time. Bye.